this game for 5 hours. I feel like half of that time has been spent just fighting the bosses. There is some combat in this game, and it tends to go on for a while, so fair warning there. Now, let's see. Regions. Yeah, let me show you that. Regions. I managed to unlock this area, this volcanic plateau, by defeating one of the mini-bosses, but this is where the game starts to... Here's the desolation area. This is where the game starts to get kind of, I guess, confusing and possibly frustrating. When you die, you're sent back to the very beginning, as I am right now. I beat the boss, I managed to unlock the region, but I haven't managed to unlock any additional heroes. And more importantly, I haven't managed to unlock any additional powers that are really all that interesting. So what I seem to be... This is what Total Biscuit was yammering about. It feels like you're spinning your wheels until you get to the area of the game where you start unlocking new heroes. But this game is very much a roguelike, and your progress in this game is going to be limited to how far you'll be able to, or how soon you'll be able to grasp this game's combat. I did a couple of videos earlier where I was researching the game's basic combat. I've learned more now, but I'll explain that as I start this first fight. Unfortunately, we seem to have gotten a bad draw. Let me see if I can start a new game. Because the fact that I have to do a battle, I'm surrounded by battles right off the bat, is kind of a problem. Okay, here's the volcano area. See at the top of the screen? You saw that little slot machine that determines, what's the first area I go to? Well, apparently when you defeat the boss, you unlock a second area. If you defeat the boss there, you end up going to a third area, I suppose. The second area is very tough, I've noticed. You'll lose to regular enemies there, so when I get there, I'll show you what's going on. So I'll probably give you at least half an hour of combat if I can. So let's skip the first battle. We'll avoid battles if we can, because, except for gold, I don't know what I'm really getting out of battles other than gold. Because I'm not really buying stuff. Like this locksmith here, I'm not buying any of that crap. By the way, I'm headed for the boss over there. Check the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. I'm headed for the boss on the far bottom right-hand side of the screen. Can't point it out to you yet because I'm using a D-pad. I'm using a gamepad, so I can't show you where it is. We're gonna go all the way over to the right side of this map, because that's where the boss is. Okay, I don't buy these things, so I'm not even gonna bother. Oh, there's a battle up there. There's an empty area over there. See if I can go around. There's a chance I could be facing multiple battles if I take the southern route. If I go to the eastern route, there's a battle right there. I won't do that battle yet. But that'll be another excuse for me to explain some of the things I've learned about the battle system since, and that's another empty note over there. Remember, once we travel down a path, the path behind us becomes dark. You cannot backtrack over previously tread ground unless you use one of those candles over there on the left-hand side of this little mini-map screen. See in the top left-hand corner of that mini-map, it says 300, that's my goal. Below that is a little candle, it says 1. So anytime you backtrack or go over any previously visited paths, you use a candle. If you try to go back over a dark path and you don't have a candle, the game ends immediately, so whatever. That's already been established, so don't worry about that. There's a battle down here, and I can't go anywhere else, I might as well fight this battle. I can go back to where I was, but like I said, I'm going to lose a candle, so I'm not going to do that. This battle shouldn't be too hard, because remember, we're in the first region, so the enemies here are easier to deal with. So let me explain the part of the game that I didn't understand at first, but now that I've seen some other videos of this, I now have a better understanding of the system. Maybe I skipped over this in the tutorial and I wasn't paying attention closely enough. On the bottom lane, check out that enemy with the dumb pharaoh's cap. Actually, I think it might be a Spartan hat, I don't know. It's a Spartan helmet. See those 3 green bars to his right? Those 3 green hashes are his stamina, which means he will block the first 3 hits he takes. So I can't do damage to him to his red bar immediately next to that green bar. That green bar is his stamina. There's a red bar right next to it. It's his life bar. I cannot do any damage to his red bar until I get rid of those 3 green pips that are his armor. I have pips too to the left of my characters on the left-hand side of the screen. My tank is on the bottom lane. He's got 2 pips. The monk in the center lane has 1 pip, as does the rogue on top. So that means they can each take a hit before they start taking damage to their hit points, the red bar right next to them. Now the problem with the tank that's currently in the bottom lane is that he can only attack once. In fact, check out the times X. On the left-hand side of the screen, there's a little green sword icon. Next to that, it says X1. That means you can only do one hit. The monk in the center lane above him does 2 hits, times 2. The rogue on the top lane does 3 hits, times 3. The problem is, so I need to get that rogue into the bottom lane so that he can attack that dumb Spartan skeleton on the bottom. Now, the question is, how do I do that? Well, apparently I can't switch lanes until someone attacks. Now, I don't want the tank to attack. I want the tank to be the finisher because he's big and he's strong. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my monk in the center lane and get him to attack the skeleton on the far, far right side of the screen. The game is paused. Now while the game is paused, I'm going to swap lanes with another character because the middle lane is now open. So here's what I want to do. I want to get the rogue to the bottom lane. So here's my trick. I'm going to swap the bottom and the middle lanes by pressing X and A. Okay. And now I need to get the rogue on the bottom lane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the top and bottom lanes by pressing Y, then A. That will put the rogue into position to get 3 hits on that Spartan skeleton in the bottom lane. He will attack that enemy 3 times. That enemy will become stunned. When that enemy is stunned, I'll be able to bring my tank in the middle lane down to the bottom and have him do the big hit. So here's the trick. By the way, I'm going to explain a few of the nuances of the system later, but those are the most important parts of the combat system as far as I'm concerned. And by the way, I can switch back and forth even more than that. I can get really nuts with this if I wanted to, because you saw me switch 2 characters. I used one character to attack, and then I used that opening to move everyone else around in my party to get them into position. So the rogue in the bottom lane will attack first. A, B. See? Check out the 3 green pips are now gone. So I will now switch this character by pressing X then A with the character. So I swapped the bottom and the middle lanes. So that means the time is right for the tank to lay the big hit on that Spartan down there on the bottom lane. Press A, then B. So I got 334 HP. I believe that skeleton had 300 HP. I wasn't paying attention before I struck. You can check the video to see what the HP was on that enemy. I'll show you that next time. So I'm gonna switch them up. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the monk down here because see the skeleton that's immediately behind the Spartan that I just hit? That skeleton has 2 green pips in front of him. So I'm going to move my monk to the middle lane, because he's recharging his attack ability. So while he recharges, he will prepare to lay 2 hits on that skeleton in the bottom lane. Once he does that, I'll bring the tank over, and he'll lay the big hit on him. So let's let that play out. By the way, every time you hit an enemy, they fly to the back of the screen. Maybe not all the way back, but they do fly back some distance. That's how you get some distance between you and the advancing enemies. Okay, so let's press the LB button to advance time again. And I'll wait till everyone recharges. Okay, wait. Okay. So if you check out the top lane, the tank is ready to go, but no one's in his lane. While we're here, we'll check the middle lane as well, because there's a skeleton over there on the far right side. He only has 1 stamina pip. So if that rogue attacks him in the middle lane, that rogue the rogue has 3 hits. The first hit will be blocked by that green pip. The next 2 hits will land. So we'll worry about that when the time comes. But what I want to do is get the closest enemy out of our hair. So the closest enemy is in the bottom lane. I'm going to have the monk attack first, stun that enemy with 2 strikes, and then I'll bring the tank down to wipe him out. So A, B for the bottom lane. Remember, check the skeleton on there. It says 200 over 200. That's how you know how much HP that enemy has. So we're going to weaken him by breaking through his armor with 2 quick hits from the monk. A, B. Done. Let's swap with the top lane by pressing Y, then A. Now we're going to let the tank on the bottom get the big swing on that skeleton. A, B. So we did 134 damage to his HP, so that means three-quarters of his energy is now gone. So the next hit with the tank will take him out, but won't be able to do that right away. Now the next closest enemy is still in the bottom lane. So while the enemy that I just targeted is flying backwards, he'll be joining that Spartan in the bottom right-hand corner of the attack screen in just a second. But we still have an enemy who's still advancing towards us in the bottom lane. So while the closest enemy is still in the bottom lane, but he only has 2 pips of stamina defending him. So I'll bring the rogue down to the bottom lane by pressing XA. So we're swapping lanes. The rogue is now in the bottom lane. I'll let the rogue get 3 hits on that skeleton, which means the first 2 hits are gonna be blocked, but the third hit will do damage and send them flying back to the end of the lane. So let's do that. A, B. So we only did 58, I guess, maybe 6. I can't read. I think we only did about 58 HP of damage there. But we still bought ourselves some time. So he's going to fly backwards, and as you can see right now, there are no other enemies who are near us. But the only enemies who are attacking are in the middle and the bottom lanes. So who's going to attack first? Well, let's assume that Spartan skeleton down there is going to attack next. So if that Spartan skeleton on the bottom has 2 green pips in front of him, then let's just get the monk down there so the monk can weaken him, and then the tank will finish him off. So let's do that. As you can see with the right, you can probably see the red bar next to those 2 pips for the Spartan skeleton. That enemy's going to be wiped out as soon as the tank gets a hit on him, so that'll be good for us. Swap with the top lane by pressing A and Y. So now the bottom and top lanes will swap. And we'll wait for everyone to get recharged. Eventually their icons will turn green. Those green sword icons to the left of them. Okay, one's down. Okay, so we have 2 soldiers who are ready to go. Okay, so it looks like we have a regular skeleton in front. So we'll let the monk get the first 2 hits, and then we'll stun that skeleton who's in the bottom lane. So now we'll switch with the tank. XA. He'll get the big hit. This skeleton has 125 hit points left. So this tank will probably do 130 hit points of damage and wipe him out entirely. Let's find out. Actually, before I do that... Okay, before I commit to that, here's what I'm going to do. The next nearest enemy is in the bottom lane, really? Yeah, it might be. That might be my excuse to wipe him out. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'll tell you what. I'll let the tank in the bottom lane get rid of that skeleton on the bottom, and then I'll swap with the rogue on the top lane so that that rogue can attack the Spartan that's immediately behind my target. So I'm going to get rid of that target by pressing AB. Duh. See? 134 HP died. So now I'm going to switch with the rogue in the top lane and let the rogue attack that Spartan skeleton with 2 pips of stamina left in the bottom lane. YA. So let's wait and see what happens. Okay. So I can press LB to pause the game again. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to let this rogue in the bottom lane take out the... Okay, he's gonna do 3 hits of damage, which means he's gonna knock back the Spartan, but he probably won't finish him off, because I don't think he's gonna be strong enough. So I'll let the rogue attack first, and then I'll set up the monk to whittle away at the enemies in the middle lane. Let's try that. It seems to be a reasonable strategy. A, B. Okay, so he gets knocked back. He still has some health left. So the next enemy we want to take down are the enemies in the middle lane. So let's just do that. Let's see. I can get fancier if I want, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. So you know what? Let's get a bit fancy. Let's swap with the top lane and watch how I do this. YA. Now, as soon as that character comes... Actually, I'm going to try something a little bit different. Let's press down on the D-pad. Check out the bottom of the screen where these special spells are being selected. I want to lay down some fire on those enemies in the middle lane. So let's try this. Press RB. And then let's target one of these 2 enemies, these skeletons in the middle lane. You can't see because the the interfaces and the status messages are kind of in the way. But you can see that skeleton in front has 292 HP left. Let's throw some fire at him and see what happens. Alright. So I've done a magic spell, but my tank is still going to be able to attack eventually. As you can see, to his left, that little circle around his sword icon has not gone away. So once his stamina is completely refilled, once his cooldown period is over, he'll be able to attack again. So you can always use a magic spell without wasting a turn. So that's great. That magic spell is like a, what is it? This is a 30-second cooldown. So yeah, it'll burn this target and all nearby targets for 2 seconds, and it'll take away some stamina from those skeletons. So I'm setting up a bigger move next time. Now I'm going to press RB again. I can't do it yet. Okay, there we go. Press LB. Now I'm going to press RB again. Let's go up. There we go. See this double strike? This will allow me to double the number of attacks that my character does. So if I cast this spell on my rogue will do 6 hits instead of 3. If I do it on my monk, it will do 4 hits instead of 2. Or in the case of my tank in the bottom lane, it will allow my tank to do 2 hits instead of just 1. Which means I'll be able to wipe out that skeleton in the bottom lane that only has 1 pip of stamina. The first hit will stun him. The second hit will completely destroy him. So let's press RB. Let's give the tank a double hit. Done. So now the tank will attack that bottom skeleton. The skeleton in the bottom lane. See where it says, to the left of the tank, where it says X2? He can now do 2 hits. The skeleton in the bottom lane only has 1 hit. Only has 1 pip of damage left. 1 green pip. So the first hit will be blocked. The second hit will wipe him out. A, B. Done. Okay. So let's see, the enemies in the middle lane are on fire, so we shouldn't attack them yet, but they have no stamina left. So it probably means I can attack them with my tank, so I can swap with the right lane. Here's what I can do. I can put the tank in the middle lane and let him wipe out that advancing enemy as soon as he stops immolating. And then I'll move the monk down to the bottom lane so we can stun that Spartan skeleton on the bottom. And it looks like that Spartan skeleton on the bottom right-hand corner is weak enough that a rogue can finish him off once his stamina is gone, once his 2 green pips are eliminated. So let's switch with the middle lane, XA. Whoops, I shouldn't have done that. Let's do XY. Because what happens is let me show you this. Press YX. If I leave the tank here in this lane, he will jump back to the left side of that lane, but because his enemies are on fire, he will set himself on fire as soon as he jumps back. So what I will do is I will safely move him to the top lane by switching with the guy in the top lane. So I'll switch with the rogue. So now the tank is safely out of the fire. He will jump back to the left side of the top lane and he will not be on fire. So that's a very good thing. So in the meantime, what should I do? Yeah, I'll just let everything play out and then I'll let the monk attack next. Okay, I'll press A, then B. Stunned. Okay, so now the tank is safely returned to the left-hand side of the screen. But I want the rogue to finish off that Spartan skeleton on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. So I'll press XA. And now the monk can safely go back to the left-hand side of the screen. But I'm not going to do that. See the skeleton in the center of the screen has no green pips left? So I'm going to let the tank finish him off. Let's do that. XY, switching with the middle lane. Okay. And I should probably mention this. The monk on the top left-hand corner, on the top right-hand corner of the screen, he's going to jump back to the left-hand side of the lane. He's going to do a tiny amount of damage, an insignificant amount of damage. He's going to do maybe 9 HP of damage. So that little mechanic that I mentioned earlier doesn't do a lot of damage, but it attacks everyone in the lane who you jump through when you do that retreating move. So you'll see that happen as soon as actually I'm not going to be able to attack yet, so watch this. Check out the top lane, watch what happens to that skeleton as the monk moves back to the starting position. See, he did about 9 HP of damage. It's not a lot of damage. It didn't do any damage to his stamina. So it's just a way to get a cheap hit. It might be possible to attack that skeleton on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, but I don't know how much HP he has left. So I'm gonna wipe him out anyway. So as soon as my rogue is ready, we'll do that final strike. Okay, rogue is ready. Spartan skeleton on the bottom is still stunned. Press A. He has 34 HP of damage left. This will take care of him. Done. Guess who do I swap with? Well, seems to be a bit of a cluster in the middle lane. Not what I wanted. Let's leave everyone where they are for now. We'll let the tank do his job in the middle lane. Done. Okay, this didn't go as well as I wanted. So it looks like the stunned skeleton in the center lane got passed by the skeleton who's still moving. So he's not on fire anymore, but it looks like the enemy that's in front, in the middle lane, has a pip of stamina left. So there are a few things I can do. I can let the tank attack first and just stun the enemy, or I can let the monk attack the skeleton in the top lane and then swap lanes. Alright, it all sounds feasible actually. I'll try this. Let me attack the dude in the middle. And then can I swap with somebody? Well, he's not gonna do much damage. I'll leave everyone. Actually, should I swap the guy in the middle? Let me swap XA. Swap with the rogue. Then when the rogue gets her energy back, she can start attacking these two enemies, or at least the first one. We'll let the monk stay in the top lane and stun the next guy. Here we go. Okay, so what do we do next? The monk can attack and stun the enemy in the top lane, and then let the tank finish her off. That might work. Let's try that. Is anyone else ready? Okay, we got some. Everyone's ready. Okay, so we'll let the monk attack and stun. Actually, should we just leave everyone where they are? Yeah, we can let's let the rogue clear out the first two enemies. XB. That one's knocked back. We can swap with the tank on the bottom lane, XA. We can let the tank attack the very next stunned enemy in the middle lane, XB. Okay, he's knocked back. And let's swap with let's do it that way. We'll swap with the middle lane, so the rogue can get back to center, and the monk can just stun the enemy in the top lane for a second. Should we wait? Yeah, I'll wait a little bit. Okay, we're ready. Let's try this. YB, stunning the enemy on top. Now what I could do is leave the rogue in the middle lane and just let the rogue knock back that skeleton in the middle lane, which might be fine. And I'll let the tank finish off the enemy in the top lane. YA. So let's finish off the enemy in the... Actually, it's not going to be finished off. It'll do some damage anyway. YB. Knocked back. Okay. We should probably let the rogue do the next bit. I can't see how much stamina that skeleton has in the bottom lane, so I'll wait. Alright, so we'll let the rogue do the next bit. XB. Okay, so now we've cleared out made some space. I haven't done the freeze spell yet. I guess I could do the freeze spell. Sounds like a good idea to freeze that Spartan skeleton. But I'll save that for later in case I need it, I guess. Okay, so we'll leave everyone where they are because the enemy in the bottom lane needs 2 pips of stamina before he can be attacked. And that Spartan skeleton in the middle, I'm going to need the rogue to break down his defenses before I bring the tank in to finish it off. So let's do that. So we'll leave everyone where they are. This game makes you think, so it's not easy. And there's a healer on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen that just showed up, so I think we got a problem. Okay, so... Plan of action. Wait, I can't... There's an enemy in front of that Spartan skeleton in the middle lane. Let me see what's going on there. Okay, there's someone in front of them, so we got a problem. That probably means I'm not going to be able to attack that. I'm not going to be able to attack that skeleton in the middle lane. I got a problem. Maybe I can just whittle them down. How does that sound? I'll tell you what. I can swap with the dude in the top lane. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I can have the tank attack the dude in the top lane, maybe? I'll tell you what. Let's just have the monk attack first. Okay, that guy's stunned. So now I can swap around. I can swap with the guy in the middle with the top lane, yeah. Switch with the middle. Switch with the middle. Wait, switch with the middle. Switch with the middle. There we go. So now I can let the tank attack first, stun that enemy in front, then get someone else to knock it back. Because remember, there's that one pip of energy that has to be cleared. Am I going to leave the monk there? I'm not going to leave the monk there. I'm probably overthinking it. I'm probably just overthinking it. Okay, let's just clear out that enemy in the middle. Let's not make this complicated. I just want to get rid of that stupid Spartan skeleton because he's gonna mess me up. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll let the tank attack first, and stun that enemy, and then the Spartan skeleton will move in front of him while he's stunned. So let's do that. X, B, stunned. Let's get the rogue down there and wait for the enemy, wait for that Spartan skeleton to move in front. Then we'll advance, then we'll pause time again. He's moving in front. Okay, now he's in front. So now I need another enemy. There we go. Okay. So that was what I need to do. So I'm going to use the rogue in the center lane to attack that Spartan skeleton. Then once those 3 pips are gone, I'll let the tank knock him back. XB. Swap with the middle lane. Tank. XB. Knocking that Spartan skeleton backwards. Okay, so I think we bought ourselves some time. I can knock him back again with the monk. Yes, let's clear out some space in the middle lane. We need to knock these guys back. I guess that's my logic. XB, knock that enemy backwards. Okay, so who's next? The enemies in the middle have no stamina left, so we can start wiping them out. Okay, so let the tank wipe them out. Swap with the tank and let the tank do the rest. And I guess I can swap with the rogue, because I'll let the rogue on the bottom wipe out that healer if the healer gets too close, because the healer has 2 pips of stamina defending him. So let's wait. Okay, tank's ready to go. So let's wipe out the first enemy. Let me wait a second. Okay, let's wipe out. Who's next? Okay, we'll let the rogue. We'll let the tank attack first, and then we'll let the rogue attack that healer on the bottom, and then we'll leave the monk where he is. XB, that's dead. Who should attack next? You will leave everyone where they are. Let the rogue attack in the bottom lane. Take out that healer. That knocks him back. Okay, can the monk knock... The monk, I guess, can knock back that dude on the top lane. Should he swap at the middle? Yeah, I'll swap at the middle. Okay, we'll leave it where it is. Okay. So now the only enemy we have to worry about right now is the closest enemy, and that's in the middle lane. The tank should be able to get the next hit on him. That'll knock him back. Okay, so once this takes place, we need to knock back that enemy on the bottom lane. And the monk can do that unless we want... Yeah, the monk should do that because we're going to need the rogue to finish off the enemy in the top lane. So watch this. So I'm going to use XB. They'll knock back that skeleton. Let's put the rogue on top, because that means he can attack the enemy in the top lane. So this is second. YX, YA. There we go. So the rogue on top can get 2 hits on that skeleton in the top lane and wipe him out entirely. And we'll let the monk... Where should we put the monk? Let's let the monk knock back the enemy in the bottom lane, because the monk is closer to acting. The tank has already acted, so it'll be a few more seconds for his turn to come up again. So the monk should attack the enemy in the bottom lane. He will only stun the enemy, but that's okay. That'll buy us some time. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, top lane. Let's let the rogue finish off the enemy in the top lane. Okay. Now the tank can finish off the enemy in the center lane, and the monk can stun the enemy in the bottom lane. So let's just leave everyone where they are. Stunned. Okay, so what should I do next? Let's let the tank... Actually, should I... You know what? Let's let the monk do the job in the middle lane, because that enemy in the middle is very weak. Although, yeah, there's a... Let's move the tank to the bottom lane and get a big hit on the dude in the bottom. Okay. So now we'll let the monk finish off the skeleton in the center, because that enemy's almost dead anyway. So the monk can get that final hit on the skeleton in the middle. That's my logic. So let the tank attack next and finish off this stunned skeleton. BA. Alright, so not dead, but it took a big swing on him. Okay, so who's next? We can let the monk finish off that skeleton in the middle. Then we should move the rogue to the bottom so the rogue can knock back that healer. Might get a cheap hit on him, but not going to be able to do much else. YA. We'll leave the monk in the center so the monk can finish off that skeleton in the center lane. By the way, any magic spells we should be using? How about we use a magic spell on... Yeah, we'll use a magic spell on that guy. That should finish him off. Use a magic spell on the guy in the middle, and then that will immolate the enemies behind him. How about that? This enemy has 40 HP left. Let's see what happens. That should finish him off. Okay, so who's next? The middle lane. That means the healer. And that's going to be tough. I have to wait till that enemy stops getting on fire. So let's let the rogue attack next. Okay. So let the rogue attack next. Knocking back the healer. And then we'll let the tank wait. We'll let the tank wait until the road is clear in the middle lane. XB. Okay, so that gets knocked back. Let's let the monk wait until the fire stops. Then we'll let the tank come in and do the rest. Okay, that one's dead. Okay, so now we can attack that Spartan skeleton in the middle. So we'll soften him up with the monk to wipe out his 2 green pips, and then let the tank finish him off. That should kill him, actually. Well, again. YX. Now let's let the tank finish him off. XB. Okay, so that Spartan skeleton's now gone. The enemy behind him has no stamina left. So we can leave the tank where he is and let him attack the enemy behind him. Let the enemy attack the next skeleton in the middle lane because there's no green pips in front of him. The rogue will remain on the bottom lane because he needs to wipe out the 2 pips that are currently in front of him. So we'll let the other characters whittle down the enemies in the bottom lane. And we'll let the tank finish off the enemies in the center lane. How does that sound? Okay, ready? Okay, ready. We'll swap with the monk. So we'll stay in the bottom lane and swap with the monk. Okay, knocked back. Swap with the monk. Let the monk whittle down the healer in the bottom lane. And then we'll wait for the tank. Actually, the tank will get the next hit on the center lane. The enemy in the center lane. Knocked back. So now what? Well, that plant in the top lane is gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit bag, but it doesn't have any stamina. So I should probably move my tank up there, XY, and let the tank get that plant out of the way because he doesn't have any stamina. So he can attack the plant directly. It's just a punching bag and a xylem-filled punching bag, I guess. And let's have the monk deal with the wizard in the bottom lane. So leave everyone where they are for now. Okay. Bottom lane. Okay, the monk didn't knock that dude very far back. AB. Stunned. Okay, how about let's clear out some space in the bottom. Let's move the tank down here for now. And then we'll let the tank get the big swing on the healer so the healer doesn't keep healing the other skeletons. With what, I don't know, but, you know, magic. We'll leave the rogue where she is right now. Actually, let's move the rogue to the top lane. That sounds reasonable. The rogue will do more damage to that plant anyway than the monk will. The monk doesn't do much damage or anything. But the monk does do a good job of whittling down enemy defenses. So we'll wait. Okay, bottom lane. Done. Okay, so maybe we should get the monk down there. Let's get the monk down here on the bottom lane. So now the tank's back up top. We can attack the plant directly. And we'll let the monk whittle down the enemy in the middle lane, maybe. You know what? Maybe we should let the monk go to the bottom lane. So we can whittle down that, enemy in the... the monk can just sit there and whittle down their defenses. How's that? We'll leave it that way for now. Who's next? Okay, the rogue is next. We'll let the rogue do this. Didn't do much damage, but it took off half its HP. That's good. Okay, so we'll leave everyone where they are for now. We'll let the monk whittle down the enemies in the bottom lane, and we'll let the tank finish them off. That's all we need. Okay, ready to go. Bottom lane, A, B. Swap. I think they had, what, 264 HP? So this might be a while. A, B. Knocked back. Alright. It's a lot of talking for this one battle. I mean, this battle would probably last 20 minutes if I weren't talking, but it's already gone for 35. Okay, next order of business. There's an enemy on the bottom that has some stamina. We should let the rogue do that. Okay? We'll put the tank up top. Because the plant can't be knocked back. So we'll let the monk knock back the enemies in the center lane. How about that? Alright, bottom lane. Let's knock back the skeleton in the bottom lane. Okay, do we switch? No, we'll let the monk knock back that skeleton in the center lane. We'll let the tank whittle down this plant in the top lane. 200 HP, so 2 swings will be needed to get that thing out of the way as soon as possible. So we'll need either a rogue to finish it off, or another tank swing. The rogue is going to be needed on the bottom to actually... Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. The monk can finish off the enemy in the bottom lane because it's very weak and only has 1 pip of stamina. So X, Y, Y, A... Wait. X, A... Y, A... There we go. So the tank can stay on the top. The rogue can finish off the skeleton in the center lane, and the monk can break down that bottom skeleton with 2 swings. The first swing to get rid of the green pip. The second swing will wipe out its HP. So let's continue with LB. Okay, bottom lane's ready. A, B. Not dead yet. Close, but no cigar. We'll leave everyone where they are. Okay, tank's ready to finish off the plant. YB. Done. Alright, leave the rogue where she is. You leave the rogue where she is. XB. Knocks back the enemy. We'll leave the monk where he is so he can wipe out that skeleton in the bottom lane. So everyone stay put. Okay, bottom lane. A, B. Dead. Okay, so it took 2 cycles for the monk to finish off 1 measly skeleton. And, swap with the tank? Yeah, we'll let the tank finish off the job. Anyone can finish off this job, I think. I wish there were a way, except for casting a spell. Let me just do a quick trick. If I cast a spell on this enemy, I can't cast a spell on it. I press RB. Yeah, see this? I'm casting a spell just so I can see how much HP this skeleton has. 106. So I'm not going to cast a spell on the skeleton. I can cast it on myself. Yeah, that might work. I'll cast it on, actually, before I cast anything, I'll press RB. Okay. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. I gotta practice how to cancel. Actually, let me do a practice cancel. Game is still paused. Press B. Okay, so I press B to cancel that, to cancel what I just tried to do. Without restarting the clock, which is what I should have done in the first place. So don't press LB until you're ready to restart the clock. So I'll wait. Okay, Rogue will finish off this dude. X, B. Not dead yet. Okay, X, A. We'll let the tank finish him off. Can't attack yet because the enemy's in midair. We'll do this. X, B. Dead. Are we done now? I bet we're done. I think we're done. Yep. So that was just one fight. It has been heroes, kids. A 40-minute fight with 20 minutes of talking, I suppose. Okay, moving along. If nothing else, you get to see me defeat the boss, I hope. Or at least see me set up a defeat of the boss. Empty. So we can just hopefully make a beeline for the boss from here. Yes, we can. That's empty. I guess we'll just head over here. And we'll just go right to the mini-boss. You get to see me do this half-hour fight, I guess. We're going to run out of time, let's be honest. Looks slightly different. Okay, this music's not bad. The rest of the music in this game isn't very good. Okay, so, strategy. Okay, what I figured out so far is that this enemy has 6 green pips. So we're going to need to whittle... gosh darn it. Yeah, darn it. Okay, the tank's in the middle, so we're already in trouble. Okay, so unfortunately I won't be able to do what I want. Well, here's what I can do. I can set up a trilogy. Okay, so I'll get one hit with the tank. Actually, no. Let me do this. I can do a double strike. Okay, never mind. I'll save that first. I'll save that for later. One hit with the tank, 2 hits with the monk, 3 hits with the rogue, and then we'll let the tank get the final hit. So let's do this. XB, swap with the rogue, XB, and then we'll let the monk finish off the green bars. XB, switch with the tank, XA in the bottom line, and as soon as the tank is ready, the tank will get the final big swing. And then I guess we'll burn the enemy. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Ready? All right. XB, big. Okay. How many HP was that, by the way? I wasn't paying attention. We didn't do much damage, as you can see. RB. 3444 out of 3,500. This is going to be a while. Press B to cancel that, so we don't advance time. Alright. We gotta switch. 5 pips on this enemy. So watch this. Can I... No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to use the double strike on him because the rogue will do 6 hits, and the 6th hit will do a tiny amount of damage. So I only really have the ability to let my tank do all the hitting. So I need to weaken him first. So if there are 5 green pips, and that means I needed to get the rogue to attack first, then get the rogue to attack next. All 5 pips will be gone, and the tank can get the final hit in. So let's get the rogue down there. We'll let the rogue get the next strike in. Or get the next... Whoops, in the wrong lane. Gosh darn it. Well, we can attack with the... Yeah, we can attack with the tank. Let's do that. Ready? Whoop, he switched. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be a very serious problem. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this... Wow. Can I attack him with fire? RB. There. Got him. Stunned. Alright, so, next order of business. Can I knock this dude back? Yeah, use the monk. A, B. Knocked back. Oh, he's switching! This is gonna be a problem. Switch with the rogue. Y, A, Y, X. We'll let the rogue wipe out the dude on the top lane. That's a shield. Swap with the tank. Y, A. Let's see if we can get the hit on him. Y, B. Got him! But he's on fire now. Oops. Well, I kind of overdid that, but I'm not gonna die, don't worry. So now the problem is I don't know where this enemy's going to end up next. So now we're in kind of a pickle here. Well, let me just hop back and see what happens. We'll have to let everyone else stay put because I don't know where the enemy's going to show up next. How about we get the monk in the bottom lane so we can whittle down the enemy that's in the front of that bottom lane. Okay, so let the... Actually, can I set that dude on fire? Yeah, we can put the tank down there. So we'll set that enemy on fire. See? Dead. Alright, he's moved again. Who's ready? Okay. Ah, crap. We gotta whittle him down again. 4 pips. So that means a double strike with the monk can probably whittle him down. So let's do that. XB. So where's he gonna show up next? Oh, wait. I bide my time a little bit. Never mind. XB. Dead. YB. Okay, swap. I don't know where he's gonna go up. I don't know where he's gonna show up next. YX. XA. X. Okay, let's see where he shows up next. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, you switched. Gosh darn it. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. Rogue. Okay, Rogue. Okay, he's gonna switch again, isn't he? Switch with the bottom lane. YA. Can I cast a spell on him? Darn it. Okay. Can I do the double strike? Now I can. Now he's moved. Okay, I was trying to do the double strike, but he moved. Okay, so who's next? He's in the center lane. We got a problem. This is gonna be annoying as crap if he keeps doing this. I could attack the enemy. No, I can't attack the enemy on the bottom. Gosh darn it. I have 4 pips. I gotta get past those 4 pips. So I gotta get him in front of the. I gotta get him in front of the rogue or the monk. So I got a problem. I gotta get him in front of the monk. I can't swap either. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stun him first. He dodged. Wow. Okay. Bottom lane, YX. Choose a double strike with the D-pad. Pressing up on the D-pad. Press RB. Cast the double strike on the monk. He will get 4. He will take away his 4 pips. Right? No, wait! I didn't do it! We moved anyway. God. This is gonna be so annoying. X. I can't move. I can't swap. Okay, Rogue. XB. I dare you to swap again. I dare you. Switch. He's not switching. Alright, I got a problem. Okay, I gotta take a hit on him. He dodged it. YX. RB. Cast. Got him. 4 hits on the enemy. YB. He dodged them all. Wow. I'm open to ideas. This is gonna drive me nuts. Swap with the bottom enemy. YA. Let's see what the rogue can do. Ready. Y. Okay, so we can't dodge this anymore. Now swap with the tank. Stunned. So who gets the next hit? I'll let him be. Then I'll get the big hit on him. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, so I can stun him and attack him in the same cycle. Y, B. Boom. Next order of business. I should have froze him. Gosh darn it. Next time the target is attacked, it is frozen for 7 seconds. Probably going to need that. He has 967 HP left. Really? Oh, still might be a while. Okay, he has 3 pips left. He's immune! You gotta be kidding me. Wow. I guess he's immune to freezing, but he's still stunned, I hope. Got him. XB. That's another big hit. He's got 2 pips left. Swap with the monk, and let's see where he ends up. He went to the bottom lane. Gosh darn it. Okay, I hope he switches. Okay, he switched. XB. Stunned. XA. Tank on the stunned enemy. Got him. How much HP does he have left? We actually did alright. Let's see where he ends up. We'll let everyone stay put, but we'll see where he ends up. He went to the bottom lane. Okay, we can do one more hit on him. Darn it, we can't. No, we can't. No, we can't. XB. Swap with the middle lane. Let's get a hit on him. XB. Got a couple hits on him. Where's he going to end up? We'll let the monk clear out the bottom lane. Housekeeping. We got to swap with the top lane? Possibly. X. No. We'll let the tank stun him. Right? Stun him. Y, B. Stunned. Wait till his cycle comes up again, then we'll get one more big hit on him. Got him. Y, B. Not dead yet, but we're gonna get 2 more hits might do it. Get the rogue set up. Wait, let's do the monk first. Use the monk to do cleanup. X, B. No, Y, X, X, A. That's fine for now. X, B for housekeeping. That gets rid of that enemy. Now, where's he gonna end up? I don't know. I'll have to wait. Went to the bottom. He has no stamina left. We can finish him off. 275, so he needs 2 more hits. So 1 more hit from the tank will drop his... So 1 more tank will drop him down to 140. Got him! Alright, so 1 more hit should do this. Where's he going to end up, though? I don't know. Let's just see where he ends up. Let's cast Freeze on him. He has no more stamina left. So whoever's next, make sure you set up the tank. Cast. Okay, he's moved to the center lane. I can't swap. Is he gonna move again? He's not gonna move again. Darn it. Okay, got to clear out the bottom lanes. X, B. Swap with the rogue. B. Monk. Swap with the tank. Oh, that's right. I can do I can do like a retreating attack on those shadows. I think. Let's try that. But I gotta attack a shadow in the back though. That's the problem. Who's next? I gotta do the tank in the center lane. Okay, yeah, these guys are fast. Yeah, there's no one in the back I can attack. Why? Can I swap lanes? No. This is gonna be tough. I gotta do some housekeeping. Give me a second. Let's do the rogue. Yeah. So the rogue will be ready. Got him. Crap. A, B. Rogue is next. Now switch with the tank. Okay, rogue is next. Wait, he switched. He switched. Tank. X, A, Y, A. Tank get the final strike. He dodged it! He's invisible, so that's the problem. I'm open to ideas. Crap. I tried to freeze him. Who's next? Looks like the monk is next. X, A, no, Y, X, Y, A. Wait, can I? Yeah, the tank can wipe him out, right? Let's see if the tank can wipe out those enemies in the bottom lane with his retreating attack. This better work. It worked! Double kill. Alright, so I can't swap. Can I set him on fire? He might be immune to fire. I don't think we did any damage to him. Can he dodge all of this? Probably can. Nope, he got knocked back, but he can probably dodge. I don't know what lane he's going to be in. I don't know if there's a pattern either. Well, who shouldn't attack? The monk. So we'll swap with the lane where he might go. Yeah, he switched to the middle. Next hit. We got him. I think we got him. We got him. There we go. So you got to see me win a boss fight. I think this is the desolation area next. We're not gonna have enough time to get through this area, I guarantee you. In fact, we're probably gonna die here. In case you're wondering, in the middle of the screen where you see those orbs where it says 0/20, all all those black souls you saw me suck up after we defeated an enemy end up going to those orbs. If those orbs are full, like they get to 20 souls, that means we get a free spell attack. Even now. Like, I can't cast these spells right now, but if I have 20 spells in those orbs in the center of the screen, if I have 20 souls, that means I can cast a free spell, even if I don't have a cooldown that's completed yet. So this spell is cooling down, as is this spell. So that's what those orbs are for, but we'll worry about that later. Where do I go next? I have to go someplace empty. I have to get to the right-hand side of the screen. What's the quickest way to get there? Well, this way, apparently. And you can probably see right now I have 2 candles instead of just 1. So that gives me a bit more freedom to move around. I don't know how I got that candle, by the way. Maybe it's by defeating the boss. Okay, empty. No element spell vendor. Yeah, whatever. It's a stamina camp. But, as you can see, my characters all have full stamina. The tank has 2, this rogue has 1, and the monk has 1. So there's no reason for me to go to a stamina camp now. That's all the stamina camp is for, is getting your green pips back. But I already have full pips. It's as good as it gets. Locksmith. This is the quickest way to the boss. Empty. There's a battle over here. There's no getting around it. I'll get a key. It's only 4 gold, right? YB. Grab that key, so now I have 2. XB. Grab another key. Probably won't be able to use it if I die, but you know. And AB. These are cheap, so I'm just going to grab them. And we can bail. Let's go to the next battle. We're probably going to die. Okay, we got a plant in the middle we got to clear out. So let's get the tank there first. Okay, so let's swap with the 4-hit. Yeah, swap with the monk in the bottom lane. We'll cast double hit on the skeleton that's on the monk. So those 4 hits by the monk will clear out that skeleton. Yep. Okay, so watch what happens. YB. I missed. Well, that was a waste of time. We'll swap with the... Yeah, swap with that dude. Swap with the monk. No, I screwed that up. Should have waited. Okay, so he broke through that. Switch to the tank with the A button. YB. Stunned. No, we'll wait till he's unstunned. Done. YB. Done. Swap with the rogue. Actually, don't. Don't swap the rogue. Okay, ready. YB. Not dead yet. Swap with the rogue. YB. And attack. Dead. Swap with the monk. XY. The monk will whittle down this wizard with 250 HP in the top lane. Stunned. Swap with the tank. And then when he's ready to go, he'll wipe out, well, at least get a big hit on the healer. There's also a healer in the center lane. That's going to be a problem, because he might end up healing some of these other guys before I get a chance to finish them off. Alright. Ready? Go. Okay, so it took off half its HP. It went down from 250 to 150. But now there's an enemy who's crawling up in front of him, and I got to whittle him down with the rogue. So let's get the rogue up there in the top lane. He'll take out the enemy in the top lane with 3 pips. 3 green pips. And we'll get the monk in the center so we can whittle down that wizard in the center lane with 2 pips. So we'll see how this goes. Ready? Now we're ready. Wait, not yet. Now we're ready. Okay, top lane. YB. Stunned. YA. Finish off that skeleton. Actually, we'll just do a big swing on him. We'll keep the tank there so we can attack that plant. We'll get the monk ready. Center lane. Stunned. He's closer. Let's put the tank down there in the center lane. We'll get the monk on the bottom lane so we can whittle down that skeleton with 2 green pips there in the bottom lane. And we'll let the tank get a big swing on the wizard. So, yeah, we'll leave that as is. Ready, go. XB. Got him. Who's next? Let's put the tank on top. XY. And we can let the rogue take care of the enemy behind him. So we'll let the rogue stay put for a while. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Because we're going to need the rogue a bit later. Okay. Bottom lane. No, let's clear out that... Yeah, let's just freeze that skeleton. Stunned. Should I switch? I can knock him back. XB. I can knock him back. AB. That knocks him back, and we'll wait for the... yeah, let's put the monk up there. We'll switch in a second, don't worry. We'll do all that later. And we could use fire, actually. Yeah, fire sounds good. Switch with the top lane. RB. Cast fire on that plant. Okay, so he'll still be able to attack eventually. We'll wait till the fire dies down. In the meantime, we'll let the monk take care of the middle lane. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. We might still do it anyway. Alright, who's next? Skeleton, healer on the bottom. Let's do the healer on the bottom. So we can't cast a spell. Okay, in the middle. Switch to the middle and let the tank get the next hit. Blocked, of course. YX. Next hit. Knocked back. Leave the tank on top because the fire's done. Yeah, we'll leave the tank on top. He's got to whittle down those enemies and we'll swap. We'll clear out the middle lane a bit. So we'll wait. Ready. We gotta die. We gotta leave the rogue in the middle lane because that dumb Spartan skeleton's creeping up on us. Oh, I can't attack yet with that. Yeah, can I cast that double strike spell? Let's try this. Double spell on this guy. He will whittle down. He will stun the skeleton and then attack. YB. Stunned. Let's wait. Monk on the bottom, knocking him back. Fine. Wait till tank's ready. X. Stunned. We're gonna let the tank get the next big hit on the top lane. Stay put. YB. Knocks him back. We'll let him attack the plant next. Yeah, yeah, he's in the top lane. We gotta do that. So we'll just do that. We'll knock everyone else back. Monk in the middle. Monk on the bottom, excuse me. Knocks him back. Who do we switch with? Yeah, Rogue has to be moved to the top lane now. Because there's an enemy with 2 green pips in front of him. Okay, so we'll leave the tank in the center, and we'll let the tank attack that stunned Spartan skeleton. Okay? XB. And we will let the rogue attack next. Yeah, well, we could do the monk. We'll whittle him down. Let's try this. Let's see. XB, XY, XY. Okay. Let the rogue attack next. We'll knock back that skeleton, and then we'll swap with the tank. Done. Swap with the tank. XY. He'll get a big swing on the plant. And then we can let the monk stay in the center, I guess. Yeah. X, A. He'll knock back that healer. Got him. Okay. Tank. YB. Stunned. We'll have to let him stay put. He'll get the next big hit. XB. Swap with the rogue. XB to take out the stamina on the healer next to him. Whoops. XB. Can't attack yet. Now we can attack. XB. Knocked him back. Tank's almost ready. We're going to have to swap with him eventually. Okay, ready. YB. It's a big swing. Who's next? I need to leave the tank here. Has been heroes. on the Xbox One. A previous on has been Heroes. We're in the middle of this fight, and that's not looking very good for us. I have to clear out the top lane because there's some enemies there that are gonna give me problems all day, but I'm not gonna be able to whittle them down in one swing. It's gonna take me a while to whittle these guys down. Let's see what happens. Top lane? Darn it, I think that skeleton's in front of me. Yep, he's in front of me. Okay, I'm gonna have to whittle him down the old-fashioned way. X, Y, rogue. Y, B. Knocked back. Y, X. And we're gonna have to do it this way. X, A. Okay, we'll let the monk knock back the skeleton in the middle. Stunned. Well, I can't do anything else right now. Take it, big guy. Got him. Y, B. Not dead yet. Gotta switch to somebody else, but no one else has enough stamina. This is gonna be a problem. Yeah, I should have done a double hit, but he's not strong enough. I'm gonna take the hit. I'm taking that hit. Okay, XB. Y. YA. Yeah, well, let's let the, what is it? The rogue whittle down that skeleton up there. Knocked back. We'll let him, knock back. Let the tank knock, actually, let's let the tank attack next. Attacks B. Dead. Okay, next order of business. Knock back that skeleton. Which that monk... The monk can knock back skeleton in the bottom lane. So we'll leave the tank where he is. Okay. Okay, you might have saw that. I got a soul over there. The soul from the enemy I killed moved towards the orbs that my princesses are holding. So you can see right there. It looks like I got 3 of those. So one of the sorceresses on the, or the princess, excuse me, has 4 orbs in the center of the screen. You see right there. So that might mean that, yeah, it's gonna take me a while. I'm not gonna be able to get a free attack on these guys. What I should probably do in the meantime is use fire on one of these guys. So let's get some fire in here and attack this row. Stop. Okay, so now once that fire spell is off, I should have the rogue attack. No, I should have the, darn it. This is gonna suck. I can have the monk attack first. Maybe I can stun an enemy and then attack the enemy behind them. That's right, okay. This is gonna suck, but watch me do this. Let's see. I don't know what that fire spell is. See that on the top lane, that enemy with the spiked helmet and the sword? He's got a little red icon next to his health. I don't know what that means. Oh, well, anyway. So let's try this. Knock back the enemy on top, switch to the monk. Yeah, we'll do that. And that's going to be tough. Because the monk needs to knock back the enemy on the bottom, doesn't he? I know. Knock back the enemy on the bottom. Switch and then have the tank stun the enemy on top. Then let the rogue do the rest. Alright, let's try that. A, B, knocked back. Switch with the tank. Move the tank up to the top. Let's see. Now swap. And then we'll let the tank stun the enemy on top. Then we can swap. Actually, it might not work. See, I have to do some extra planning on this one. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Can I let the... No, I need the rogue to... No, the rogue won't be able to knock... Well, the rogue will still be able to knock him back, I think. We'll see what happens. Okay, stunned. The rogue can knock him back, but he won't be able to get the 2 hits on him, but the monk can. So watch this. Switch with the rogue. Let the rogue knock him back, then the monk can move up to the top lane. Rogue knocks him back. Okay, let's get the monk on the top lane. The monk can stun the enemy on top, and then the tank can finish him off. Let's try that. Let's wait. He didn't knock him back far enough. Alright. Stunned. Let's try that. Switch for the top lane, knock him back. Okay, let's get the rogue in the bottom lane and knock back that skeleton in the bottom lane. How does that sound? YA? No. XA. X, Y, A. So now the rogue can knock that skeleton on the bottom. I think I bought myself some time. Okay, B, A, B. Wait. Can't attack yet. Okay. A, B. Knocks him back. Okay, we bought ourselves some time. There's a healer in front with two, so the monk has to whittle down that monk on the top. So let's let the monk whittle down the healer on top, and the tank can knock him back. Alright, so we can do this. Leave the rogue where she is. She can whittle down that skeleton in the back. Ready, go! Okay, X, B, stunned, tank, knockback, gotta switch. Switch with the rogue. The rogue can knock back the healer on top. And we're gonna need the tank up top eventually. That sucks. Actually, yeah, let's get the tank up top. Then we'll let the monk knock back those enemies on the bottom row. Done. XB knocks back the wizard. And we'll let the tank do the rest when his turn comes up. Ready. XB. Dead. Okay, we're gonna need to whittle down that plant. I'll set that up in a second. Knocked back. So who's next? The rogue. Yeah, we'll do a double hit. I can't use a double hit. I guess we could use a double hit. It's not gonna do enough damage. Crap. Ready? Okay. XB. Knocks back the wizard. Tank. We'll do a double hit on the plant. Dead. Alright, skeleton in the back. The wizard can finish him off. The monk can knock back the enemy in the bottom lane. The rogue can take care of the enemy in the center lane. Wait. Okay. Knock back skeleton in the bottom lane. No, he's just stunned. Switch. We'll switch again when the rogue is ready. We'll switch again when the tank is ready. Okay. X, B. Knocked back. Switch to the monk or the wizard. Actually, I tell you what. Let's get the rogue down here. Yeah, we got a problem. Those plants are bad news. Okay, so let's wait. Okay. Knock back the enemy in the bottom lane. I'll buy some time. Okay. Next order of business. Switch with the monk. Get the monk in the center lane. Okay, so now the monk can knock back that wizard with 2 pips in the center lane. And we'll let the tank take out the skeleton in the top lane. Or at least we'll knock him back. Ready. Okay, middle lane. Switch with the rogue. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Okay, tank in the top lane. That's a knockback. Should we leave the rogue in the middle lane? Now the tank, well, I don't know, darn it. Who's gonna attack next? We'll let the monk decide what, do we let the monk decide? No, we'll let the rogue, get the rogue down there. X, Y, X, B. We'll get the rogue in the bottom. So the rogue will attack that lane. And then we'll let, actually we should probably let the rogue attack next. Yeah, the rogue should, I don't know who's going to attack next, the problem. Because that stunned wizard in the center of the screen is gonna mess me up a little bit. We'll let him stun 2 people, why not? Okay. Next. Knocked back. Let him get the next hit on the monk. What do you say? YA, okay. So let the rogue attack that 1 pip in front. Can't cast a spell yet. Okay, next. Next. We'll knock back that wizard in the center lane with the monk. Then we'll have some more fun in a second. Ready. Knocked back. Alright, next order of business. Fire. Yeah, set these dudes on fire. Okay, well they're on fire. I can't switch. Can't switch. But they're on fire. Stunned. Darn it. Rogue first. Rogue first. Ready. He's dead. Switch to the top lane. Tank in the top lane. Kill the next enemy. Dead. Knock back the wizard in the center lane. Yeah, we'll do that. So everyone stay put. I need the tank here to chop down the plant. Okay, wizard knock him back. Wait, running away, running away. We got him. Yeah, I think we skirted him. Okay, next. Well, at least we got him to run away, so we survived the onslaught. So you got to see the finale of this fight. Probably not going to win any other fights, but hey. It's as much progress as I've made so far in this game. That's saying something. I've never gotten past the first fight in the second region. Next. That's just for good measure. See, I got a soul out of that. Of course, see the center of the screen. I lost all my souls after that fight. So, oh well. So except for your HP and your stamina, every fight is basically starting over from scratch. And now my my tank has lost some of his stamina, so that sucks. Okay, I can open one, huh? I have plenty of gold. I'm gonna lose it all anyway. So let's see if I can unlock another spell, I suppose. Nope, lost it. Oh well. Waste more gold. Got it. Lane water damage. I don't know how I feel about that. We're out of here. There's another battle. This will not go well, I can assure you. I promise I'm not gonna do another half-hour video of just this fight, am I? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that to you guys.